everybody, welcome back to James Plays Myst 5 End of Ages. We are still here in the 4th Age, Lachian, and we made some pretty decent progress, I think, last time. We made it through part of this. We are trying to get to the back door of a building, and we're taking a very scenic route to do so, involving a lot of water and possibly gladiatorial combat. We find ourselves here, and we find ourselves looking at a few different things. So, let us begin the information gathering. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. And we have a pressure plate, and it's triggering 1 red mark for this, and 2 red marks for this. 1, 2, oh, there's more than that down here. I do have the tablet in hand, and I want to check something while we have that. Okay. It has no weight to it. So once again, we find ourselves with these things to stand on, and we have no substitute except possibly the borrow. What is this? I push that once. Okay. So currently, though that's the this is what we started out with. We have not touched anything until what you just saw. So left, left, both closed, both open. I don't think these are anything to interact with. Yeah, there's no mechanical connection to that. But this may mean something. I believe what we are going to be doing here is trying to lower this platform so that we can get on it, then raise it back up so we can get to this higher level. Because we are incapable of just getting up here. Now, I will give them some credit. It's not a waist-high fence. It would require us to do some jumping and climbing. Even here, I guess you'd still say that that's up above us. So I can buy that we just can't climb up, especially when we have the tablet in our hands. But okay. Can't see this doing anything. It is getting dark again, but that will pass soon enough. So we're step on this 1 and 2. If I push you, push you. Actually, okay. We can just try this and see how that goes for us. So this we want both open as such. This we want both closed, and this we only want the left open. That matches. there we go. Okay, not as involved of a puzzle as I thought it would be. So far, at least. We've got ourselves another symbol to draw, and this is like a little blocky person. Little head, broad shoulders. Let us go ahead and see what that does for us. Okay. Thank you. So that should now be locked in. We'll leave that there. And I think I already know what's going on. So let me just go ahead and take it back. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that it would go up right away and we wouldn't be able to ride it. We would need to teleport here now that we got the symbol. But nothing's working. Why would nothing be working now? Maybe because this is the configuration to lower it, and then we need to... No? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, beans. Was it like this? There we go. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Me having a moment of remembering something for longer than a minute, huh? How about that? So it did go up before I could get back on there. So we're just going to go ahead and run back over here. And we will teleport. And teleport again. Yay. Okay. Everything's going pretty great here. Oh. Hello. That is interesting that you would do that to me. Okay. 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 Let us try without the slate. I was getting too cocky. The game is humbling me. Well... Gonna have to think about this one a little bit. The slate itself is enough to hold it down. Yeah. Well, this is a tricky little thing going on, huh? Oh, new... Something new. It's both open, right? Yeah. And then everything else closed. I'm gonna grab you. And it's back to this. And then it's this. Still that. Still that. Still that. Okay. I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Okay. 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 So, with that on there, we're leaving... This changes to not having any red light. What if we close this up too? Because we're trying to figure out a weight limit, I guess. Okay, I'm really just drawing a blank here. Obviously, having the slate here affects this reading. There would be a red marking here, as well as these when the slate is off. Case in point, there. It went up before when we didn't have it set that way. Like that. Oh, and that went very high. Oh. Let me try getting on there now. I'm still not understanding the puzzle, but I may have stumbled upon a solution. Oh, it won't let me. Why wouldn't it let me, though? That's not very fair. I mean, I could just sit here and play with buttons all day long, but I'm not getting anywhere, so I am afraid we are going to the universal hint system. Because I'm not grasping at all the mechanics I'm working with here. It's something about weight. It's something about the configurations. I've been able to get it like this, and then it's too heavy to go up. I've been able to get it up, and then when I teleport there, it's too heavy to hold me. I've been able to get it even higher, and I have control, but it won't let me just walk off up there. Okay, be right back, everybody. Wait, I'm back because I'm an idiot. Okay? Sorry, I am. But... okay. This isn't weighing this at all. It's weighing me on the pressure plate. Duh. So, this is how much I weigh. Is 2 3-circle things. And the slate adds on that. The combined weight of us together is that. So this is me, and this is the slate. I don't think that's enough for me to solve the puzzle, but it's a start. So this is... you give me this back. And there, that's the combined weight. So now it's set to how much we weigh together. And that does not function because that's set to that amount of weight. It's simulating how much weight there actually is on here, I think. So right now, that's set to just have the weight of the slate on it. And that's still no good. If I do this, still no good. Am I at least on the right track? That it's almost like it's a scale. And right now, this is heavier than what this needs to be. So we set it like that. Still nothing, huh? If I close all of this up, if I open them all up, okay, so now there's enough weight on that side. Like, if you just imagine a scale, the scale has been tipped a lot. So when I go back on that, I'm adding 2 triple circles. If all of that's open right now, then that's like the maximum weight I can counterbalance with. Ah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So I need to set that to the correct counterbalance so that this will go down enough for me to be able to cross. Okay, okay. Bear with me for a little bit longer. Now that I'm understanding the puzzle, I think I might be able to solve it. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. But right now, if we open that, that's not enough. We open this, that's enough. We are the equivalent of 2 of these. So I'm actually... I don't think I need to brute force this. I think I can actually just do some science, baby. And get this to cooperate. Just hold on. Let me cook. Okay? I'm about to come up with a real tasty casserole for you if you just give me a moment. So right now I just removed the weight for the slate. Let me take that off. And now it goes back up. So I think this is... yeah. So now we need to add this much. And how do we do that? Well, this is easy enough. And if I were to take a guess... here's how I'm reading this. 2 of these is the equivalent of 1 of these. So if we needed 2 of these, you add on 1 of those. I think. Like if this is a 1, 1 and 2. If this is a 2, then that would be the equivalent of both of these open up, right? Like this and this, how they're set would be the same amount of weight. But I guess that might not be the case. I think I've realized something too late. Well, I guess not too late. We still haven't solved the puzzle, but I'm... this is how it was set to begin with. So let's get that back down. We're not... no. Because 2 of these... if we're talking about doubling, let's say this is 1. 1, 2. Right? So then if these are 2, then that's 2, 4. So 1 of these is the equivalent of 2 of these. But now, we're not going from 2 circles to 4, we're going from 2 to 3. So 2 of those doesn't equal 1 of these. It would be 1 and 1 equals one of these. So right now this is set for that. We add in the weight for the slate. And we can do that by closing both of those and hitting that. And then if this is the equivalent of... So that doesn't work out that way. This is the equivalent of 4. So if we do this, that's 2. We're at -1. I don't know if my math is mathing correctly, but I'm transferred and 2 1 circles equals a 2 circle. Oh, okay, no, I'm making this way worse for myself at the moment. So there we go. Yes, this is the equivalent. So we do have the right understanding of what we're doing here. So again, this was the default. This is how this would be set without the slate. So we did this to account for the slate, and 2 1s can just translate to there just fine. So now we need to figure out how to add this. That's going to be a total of 6 rings. If we have 2 3 rings, so we can do a 4, and then we need 2 more. 4 and 2 1s. We'll give this a shot. If I'm still not getting the answer, then I will go to the universal hint system. Please, though? Please, smart? No, smart. Oh, I think I did... Yeah, hold on. Weird it didn't make a noise, but... Yeah, I didn't actually set the input. Okay, real honest to goodness last try. Oh, okay, there we go. Look, it paid off. Okay, I'm feeling good that I finally got that all to make some sense to me. Because these are puzzle games. We are supposed to be puzzling, not just looking up the answers.
Here, we watched the harvest of the gems, freed from the conquered Lucky, painted with their bloods. What triumph! What grand sport! What displays of strength! Isha finds such strength brutal, even as she seeks it herself. Ah! To have such fellowship with my people again.
Okay. He's starting to come off as more and more unhinged. Oh, we can get up here too. Oh boy. Okay, let's do a little bit of looking around at some things. Nothing over here, which... Oh, no, something is over here. Oh, okay. I don't know what I will and will not be able to edit out of that whole thing, because I do want to show you the process of the puzzle solving. That's the whole point of this. And sometimes it is going to be slow. It is going to be me spending a whole video on solving a damn thing. And other times, it's going to go a lot smoother. Okay, I'm assuming this is the jeweler's door. I'm assuming we're around the back. Nothing stays locked down. So what does that mean for me? I don't know. But we did open up a couple of things. I just really worry about having to do the whole process again. This should be set proper as long as I have the tablet. So we'll come down here, and the right way is always the right way. So we'll start here. It's very dark. I'm going to make an assumption and prove that assumption right. Yeah. Okay. So we come over here. Is there any mechanism nearby? Because this does look like a lift of sorts. Another pressure plate. Okay. Hold on one second. Do you see this right here? This little thing right there? Watch it. Huh. Oh. Scared me. Okay, time to test something out. And see if these guys on this age are also afraid of snakes. Or whatever that was, because the cursor. How will we do this? How about get like right up in the corner, like that. And they should approach it from that angle. There we go. Okay, good news. They appear to be afraid of the snake. Bad news, it wasn't long enough. for what I needed. Is the windstorm thing gonna be a longer... No, that's shorter. And now everything is poopy brown. Might as well just take a look. There's nothing that corresponds with that lock that I've come across. I feel like this is my intended way. And it's almost working. Like, we get so close. I just need the borrow to hang out a little bit longer. You sumbitch, you. Okay. Well, while we're here back at the start, let me see if there actually is anything that I can see in here that would suggest some kind of clue. Oh. You know, that might be a clue. I can't say for sure. Probably nothing. God damn it, I am just striking out this episode, huh? So, I think that's upside down. I'm gonna draw it right side up in the handy-dandy notebook here. Not that it's a big challenge or anything. Alright. So, now we can go back to that door. Okay. Hello, door. Am I close enough to interact with everything? Okay. So, circle, square, triangle, hexagon, diamond. Yay! Alright. We're in here. This caught my eye from out there, and it's turns out to be nothing this whole time. Okay, we've got 4 doors, And as we all know, one does not simply walk into 4 doors. Okay. They like their rubies just laying around. They must be worth a whole lot if you're using them just as paperweights. And you're not even using them as paperweights, because there's a paper over here, and you're not weighing it down. We got windstorms. You're reckless. Fools. Absolute fools. Hey, also, before I forget. There we go. Okay, now. What information are we to be getting from here? This dude's got no ass. That's the information I got. Got Hank Hill ass over there. And what do we have here? We have a weapon. And we have another little thing. That's interesting. I can actually click this one and bring it up. And I'm gonna say that these first two are the same color. So we got red, green, violets. That's right, I'm going fancy today. That ain't no blue. That ain't no purple. Now, have we seen anything that uses a color code? You are using the ruby to, like, you're killing a thing to take its ruby, I think. Like, this looks like a monster creature thing. Little tusks. That would kind of correspond with some of the skulls and bones we've seen. So they were, like, killing them to get this out of them. They really, really liked them. Where would I have seen a color code? I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that maybe something under the table or something, but I'm not coming up with anything. Very confused. Once again. I think we're gonna have to call this an episode. At least we got into the building now. I mean, there's nothing... I would think that I was on the right track with what I was doing with the borrow in getting them to stand on that pressure plate. But I think I need something else that will cause them to stay there longer. Because it's a pressure plate, it activates based on something standing on it. The tablet, or the slate, is intangible. It doesn't hold any weight unless it's on a pedestal, apparently. And I can't use that. I can't stand on it because I need to be on the lift. So what do we have? We've got the Barrow. Escher's not going to help us. So I feel like there's got to be some other command that I can learn that will cause them to linger longer. I could be totally wrong about that. So I'm going to end this episode just taking a look at something again. We're going to go back to that pressure plate thing, and I'm going to see if there's anything I can see from that position. Actually, let me go back here real quick. Ugh. There was dead ends. Yeah, there's nothing. I'm really gonna have to mull some stuff over here. So this did not end up being the same length of time as the other ages. This has taken me a little bit longer, which is fine. Just looking things over again. Okay, I've got two things I'm going to try and do here. First one is the original plan. Okay, we've got... Okay, you're not standing on the pressure plate. Why did that not work this time? Why is it not working? Oh. There's just a lot of things to remember, okay? Okay, let's try and look. Okay, we can sort of see some things. I was wondering if maybe I can get a glimpse of like a symbol or something up there. The other thing that I am now going to try is we're going to put this back down. And we're going to do this. No, we're not. I was going to see if anything showed up on the side. All right. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do some thinking and some looking and whatnot. Possibly some reading on the Universal Hint System. But for right now, that's an episode. Hope you guys can at least appreciate the process of me doing the puzzle solving. That's the whole point of these videos, is that I am not just immediately great at everything. I'm not going into this knowing the solutions. I'm just trying to figure things out. Sometimes I'll do something stupid. Sometimes it's just going to take a while. But yeah, so we got into the building. We found a color code. I don't know right now what that would be for. We can get into this tunnel, and then there's a lift. Can't use the lift. Not in full. So, yeah, I've got my homework. You've got yours. Your homework after this video is to... You know what? I'm recording this on a Friday. I'm not one of those teachers that gives you homework on the weekend. You guys, you get to just have fun, okay? Take it easy. I'll see you next time. Love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.